What's going on, guys? It's Boss Han here. I am back with a special video. This special video is basically because of school finals, and I've been hearing about school finals coming up. Some people have already finished it, and well, my finals are coming soon in about like 2 weeks. So I decided I'm gonna make a school final special video of the top five, well, or should I say five. I'm gonna make this is a special video about five story times about schools, either spoiled kids, special events, or either crazy events that happen during school. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoy these story times, and yeah, I try to make these special videos about an hour long. However, I mean it's about five story times. It could be either small or big amount of time, so it might not always be 1 hour, but I'm thinking that this might be at least like 50 minutes long. But yeah, we'll see how long this video will go. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and I'm out of here. All takes place during school, and at school I had like this math test I had to do, and basically I had this free period, well, not a free period, but I had like this period called directed studies where I can finish tests or maybe like do work there. But it was mostly just a place, to just catch up on some work. However, as me, liking to take my time, I tend to sometimes take like an hour or maybe 2 hours, 3 hours to take and be able to finish a quiz, because for some reason I like to sleep during classes. Well, not literally sleep, but I mean like my brain for some reason just my bad. My brain just doesn't, can't focus sometimes because I don't really get them enough of sleep. I mean, I do get like 6 hours of sleep most of the time, and sometimes rarely I'll get like 8 hours of sleep to have a actual functioning brain that can focus on school. And I realized something. Well, on a note, realized something that when I'm at school and I'm trying to learn about a topic, my brain just like I just started to started to fall asleep, and I figured something that was the reason why I sometimes might start falling asleep in class is because of subject, because I'm not really focused on that subject, so then my brain's trying to power off or whatever. However, during this test, my brain was trying to power me off, and well, I was able to finish like half of the test, half of the math test. So I was gonna finish it in directed studies. So the next day I'm in direct studies and I go to finish it. However, for some reason this takes too long, and apparently my brain can't function. So I had to save this for later. And then the next time I had another math quiz, I had to do. And again, my brain literally, I don't like I mean like to my brain, all right? I know you want sleep, but could you not please fall asleep during the worst time of the whole entire day, all right? The the most important day is going to school and learning, and you're choosing to fall asleep in math class. I know it's the most boringest class out of every single classes out of my school, but can I just please be able to do the math test so I don't have so many tests to do in my directed studies class? But whatever. My brain for some reason is just is so tired that I wasn't able to finish the test that much. I only got like 5% of the test done, and then I told my math teacher, hey, I want to finish this in directed studies because I don't I'm not functioning that well. And then my teacher looks at my paper and is like, hey, yeah, I mean, sure, but I mean, you barely got your test done. Are you fine? I'm like, yeah, I don't know, my brain's not functioning properly. So the next day, directed studies, I went to try to do the math test, and oh my god, why can't my brain function? I mean, yeah, I don't know, like I just kind of have this habit of staying up until 11 a.m., but god damn, either two, I wasn't able to function right and directed studies too, and I was falling asleep constantly trying to get up and focus on finishing the test. but my brain wasn't functioning properly, so I told my directed studies teacher, that I'm not going to be able to finish, this test. So basically, however, another test I have to do is for my science class. And in this science class, I only got about like 75% complete. Not bad, but still, I was falling asleep trying to, wake up still, but I got like 75% of the work done. So, I get to drug studies class, and I get started on my drug studies work, and I go to the folder which my drug studies teacher keeps my work that I need to finish, like, or should I say the tests and quizzes that I didn't finish. I look into the folder. Sorry about I got a notification, but I look into the folder and I see two extra papers that I didn't recognize. So I was like, math tests? I didn't do any math tests. Or these, or then I realized that my brain was so tired that I couldn't even finish these. So I was like, oh god damn it, I forgot that my brain was so tired I couldn't even finish these. So for the next half a month, not a whole month, but like for 2 weeks, no, for like the 3 weeks, I'm just trying to finish these quizzes. All right, I know I'm pretty sure it took like 2 weeks, but like for these next 2 weeks, I was trying to finish these these three tests while also taking on other activities that's kind of bring my grade down. However, like it got so chaotic that I was having trouble trying to post like videos on YouTube. And I don't really have that much followers on YouTube, but I just like entertaining people. That's why I upload. But I was able to get the work done. And however, during that time, I was just experiencing stress, anxiety, and I kind of got a little bit frustrated with some stuff. But in the end, I was able to get my work done, my tests done. And another downside of this whole entire thing is after a while I was done, I my tests still didn't get to the teacher, and now I have an F in my math class, so that's great. So something that my school is really known for is just like is just not stupid people. All right, I mean, yeah, I'm having kids that are nice, and, it's really nice and all, but it could also be a little bit frustrating because you won't have any, memories of story times to make content out of. But I guess I was able to remember this time at my middle school. But basically, there's this like 1 month at my middle school where like these kids would hang out in the wood chip area during lunchtime and just grab a bunch of wood chips around and make a mountain and just do like a sort of ritual thing. But I started to notice this when at one time at lunch I saw these people were hanging out this wood chip area. And yes, there was a wood chip area where like there was this box with like a lot of wood chips in it. It's like pretty much like a sandbox, but like instead of the sand it's wood chips. So like these guys would just grab wood chips and make a huge mountain, and these, and then like these kids would like just like hold hands around this wood chip and just jump and just literally just say ritual whatever. And pretty much I thought this was the funniest thing. So I mean, I didn't get a recording concerning my phone would just immediately die concerning I just have a low battery. I mean, I was able to get a recording, but sadly I didn't have that much storage. So yeah, I kind of had to delete it because I had low storage. And I mean, I could have backed it up to Google Drive, but I didn't know how to do that back then, which is unfortunate. But I'm telling you guys a story which you guys can then enjoy. So these guys would basically do these rituals at lunchtime 3 times a week. So not really that often, but like 3 times a week, which would be the odd days of the week, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, where they would have these rituals. And me liking this a lot, I would just hang out in the area. And I mean, these kids did notice that I would do it, except that I wouldn't be part of it, and I was just like watch them do it, and they were very nice. they would just let me watch, and it was the funniest thing. But the thing that was the most entertaining about this thing is that part of the ritual is that how it works basically. Once you just jump around, holding hands in a circle, well, forming a circle and jumping for at least 1 minute, and then the real ritual begins, because what you actually just do is basically just jump on top of the wood chip pile like it's a pile of leaves during the fall. And I mean, I don't know if this would be considered a ritual, but apparently at my school, everyone considers this a ritual. So basically, um, I was interested in this, and I would watch these kids do that. But one day it kind of got a little bit too far, because it started attracting a lot of audiences, and because this is middle school, people just do dumb stuff. And well, there's some kids, that just do mean stuff, and that just kind of interrupts things. So there's these two cute there oh my god, there's these two couple of kids that started appearing around this ritual one day, and they had a hand fist of wood chip. And I was looking at them while this ritual was happening one day at lunch. And the thing is that because it started gathering attraction, like a whole bunch of people circled around this ritual while these guys did the ritual thing, saying ritual. I mean, it was funny in my opinion. I mean, I already said that a bunch of times. But the thing that kind of went a little bit too far is that once that was over, they started doing the jumping part. We know they would jump on top of things, and well, someone tried to do the a flip, because they would put the wood chip mountain between the two bars. Like the thing exercise where you hang on to a bar and try to do like the whatever exercise. It's like the monkey bars, but just like there's one bar hanging above the air with like two poles on the ground. The wood chip pile was in the middle of like the center. So these guys would do all or started to do like these crazy flips. And someone tried to stand on, and then at one moment someone tried to stand on top of it, which was one of the people that was volunteered to do it. And however, it started kind of lose balance, and at that time these kids, I guess, had the opportunity to just knock the mountain down, destroy the ritual. And then like these two kids grabbed a fistful of wood chips and just threw it at the pile, and it started collapsing. And then like we started notice, and some people just then one of the cult leaders were like, chase him. And then like one of the cult leaders chased the guy. But overall, this thing was pretty crazy, but it didn't end there, all right, because it started keep going for a little bit until I don't know why, but like one of the kids had enough, and I can see he was pretty angry at something. I don't know why, but I guess it's because they couldn't knock it down the mountain. But this kid was so mad, he ran into the pile. He run, and then he like jumped and just freaking like drop kicked into the mountain pile, completely destroying it and making it completely like it's like a volcano just erupted. That's what it looks like now, because this kid like just jumped and then just freaking German suplex, not German suplex in the situation, but just drop kicked the mountain. And all of a sudden the cult leaders saw this character, and then they was like, chase him. And then like every single cult leader, well, besides me, because I mean I would just watch, started chasing this guy. And then there was no more cult leaders, and it was just me and like everyone that circled around the mountain. And well, pretty much after pretty much when the kids started chasing the person that Lurch's that Lurch's kicked the mountain pile, there was all of a sudden like three teachers like just started appearing out of nowhere, saying, all right guys, we're gonna be done with this activity. Those kids, we're gonna be talking to them, but if anyone has done this again, you will be getting punishment, whatever. And well, I knew that now this ritual was not going to be anymore. The fun has been over for a few months. This has been going great, but unfortunately, someone had to ruin all because because they just wanted to do something a little bit interesting. So back in elementary school, I don't know if you guys play this game at your school, but this game is called kickball. And this game is basically just like baseball, except that instead of using a bat, you kick the feet with a dodgeball, I think, or a volleyball. But it's called kickball, so you're only allowed to use balls, that are able to be bounceable. So we used a kickball, or should I say a volleyball, something that can bounce really easily and have, god damn it, whatever, how much air it has. But so I would basically play this game at my elementary school during lunchtime. And the thing is that at my elementary school, every week there's this one day where there would be like there's this person or this group that would come by our school to do special events. And every Thursday this group will come and do special events like kickball, right? They would do sometimes do capture the flag or football related activities or other activities. And my personal favorite was kickball, right? Because I loved baseball. I mean, of course my favorite baseball is basketball, but kickball is my second favorite. I mean, also baseball as well, which is the third, but kickball was basically my favorite sport as a kid, all right, and still to this day. But there was this one day I was playing kickball, however, I did notice that there was a spoiled kid on the other team that I didn't really notice and get along really well. We didn't notice each other until like now. Sorry if you heard other noise in the background. It's just my parents or something's moving in the background. So as you guys can see in the title, it says the spoiled kid cheats, and that's what I'm going to be telling you right here. So the game has been going good so far until this spoiled kid decides to join as the person that has with the bat. So instead of batting, he's a batter, but instead he uses the feet, just like I said in kickball, and he's able to strike a home run. However, something that you do in kickball is that you can get the ball and strike the batter out. However, as the spoiled kid is running to the base, the guy gets the ball in time, and because he's really athletic, he catches the spoiled kid in time to the point where you can strike him out. As just right before he was about to strike the third base, he touches him, and then the spoiled kid goes, "You can't touch me because I am allowed to do whatever I want." And he just goes running off to home run. And the guy that touched spoiled kid with the ball, we're going to call Hulk, which is not his real name, but who cares? So Hulk calls timeout, everyone, because he says that the spoiled kid is cheating because he touched him, so he should be out, but he's running to home base. However, as you know, he's doing that. The spoiled kid runs home base, and just like any other spoiled brat, he does the little nah, 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 I got points and you didn't, whatever type stuff, the good old thing, whatever that mean people do to annoy you as much as he can. This spoiled kid at our school had the habit of just annoying people, and it was very annoying. However, of course, I would try to keep my cool, and for some reason I was able to keep my cool because usually this is elementary school, so obviously children won't be able to keep their cool as much as they can, but for some reason I was able to keep my cool. I was like, if this dude cheats one more time, I swear I'm going to do something about it. But you know what? You know what happened? They didn't do anything about it. There was an adult that was there, and he says, nope, nope. That counts. They get the points. And then Hulk was like, what? That doesn't count. Because obviously in kickball, you're allowed to catch the player with the ball. And then the guy says, well, I mean, he did catch him, but still, they get the points. And now we're all confused because the adult is literally just bullshitting over here. So, because of, what the spoiled kid did, you know how elementary school does. If this person does this thing that you always hate, you do it back. And what I mean is that if the person cheats, you cheat them back. Because, this is elementary school. We're just little kids, we don't know anything better to do. I mean, yeah, we know how to make our own decisions. But if it comes into, little fun games, of course, there's going to be people that cheat. And because we don't know any better, we're just going to cheat them back. So the next turn when the batter goes up, the person hits a home run. So then he goes, and runs all the bases. And of course, the other catcher hits him with the ball and says, "You can't catch me. I can do whatever I want." And he steps to the home base and it's a home run. But then the referee says, "Out." And then our other batter is like, "Huh? What do you mean? That was fair." And he says, "No, because he catched you with the ball." When he says, "Well, how come the spoiled kid gets still in?" And then the other guy says, "Well, it's because he could do whatever he want." He says, "That's not fair because I should be able to do it too. Like, this doesn't make any sense." So after our batter, oh my god, I can't say words properly, tells it to the referee, which the referee is, the guy that's hosting all the games. He just gives out a bull crap excuse about how not everyone, has to play by the rules. It's like, what are you talking about? Not everyone has to play by the rules, dude. Everyone plays by the rules. It's called sports. Rules exist for a reason, alright? Because cheating, of course, yeah, you're going to win all the time, but it's not going to be fun where you're just cheating all the time because you're going to be instantly bored because that's just how life works. However, kids don't see that because, they don't recognize it until it happens already because kids just can't make decisions. So we decided we're at time, well, guess what, we're gonna cheat back if that you don't let the spoiled kid stop it. And then the referee says, "Well, I can't do that because he gets to do whatever he wants." And he says, "Well, forget it because we're gonna be doing it again anyways." And the referee says, "If you do it one more time, then I just gotta disqualify the game." And he says, "Okay, fine." So we do another round and we do, the tricky game. And then the referee says, "All right, that's it. We're ending the game. You guys, you're banned, including me." I was like, "What? What did I do? I didn't do anything." And he says, "Well, you guys were part of the team of the other battle, so you can't, you're not allowed to play." He says, and I tell him, "What about the spoiled kid?" And the referee has the audacity to make the exception to where the spoiled kid can still play because he's quote unquote says he can do whatever he wants. This kid, he has cheated multiple times so he can win the game. It's so ridiculous. However, of course, because it's elementary school, we can't do anything about it. So guess what? You know what we all do. We throw hands. This is not just games anymore. We got to Fallout War. Okay, I'm not literally, but that's when we decided, if we can't play the game, then no one's playing the game. So we decided to fight. And well, because we're a bunch of little kids, the referee can't stop us. So of course he goes to get the principal, and we're all at it. So for a whole 20 minutes, everyone is just going out. It's like a free for all in like a game of Fortnite or something, like a battle royale. And the principal comes out and seeing us all fighting. The principal says, "What are you guys doing?" And we just all look, and I looked at the spoiled kid, and he has a smile on his face, and the principal starts saying, "Why are you guys fighting for a game of kickball?" And then when Hulk explains, he says, "The spoiled kid he started cheating," and the spoiled kid says, "I would never cheat," with the most annoying, stupidest voice you can ever possibly do. Hold on, let me say it. "I didn't do it. Hulk did it. He did it. He started this. He punched me." And I said, "Well, that's not true because I have proof that the spoiled kid has been starting it all along." So in that case, I had the brilliant idea to, because we already have seen, the referee saying that the spoiled kid can do whatever he wants. How about we just tell it in front of the principal, so then the principal can literally destroy a spoiled kid? What a high IQ player that was. So I tell the referee, "Hey, referee, what you said, about when we told the spoiled kid he was out? What do you say?" And the referee says, "Well, the spoiled kid can do whatever he wants. He can cheat whatever he wants because he can do whatever he wants." And after those words came out, I can see on the principal's face, he was filled with rage. Now, I don't know about me, but for some reason, this principal just has, like, a really bad feeling with, like, cheating and stuff. Like, for some reason, he just hates people with cheating so much. So as soon as he said those words, he turns to spoiled kid and says, "What do you think what is the good idea of cheating? You know how bad cheating is, blah, 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 blah," and starts going off to the spoiled kid, and the spoiled kid's sitting right there. Just in total shock because he's dealing with the principal of the school. All right. Now, usually spoiled kids would just, sit there and smile because, they can't do anything. But this is elementary school, so the spoiled kid was standing there in shock because he's just hearing a grown person just yell at him because he just got caught. He got caught cheating. So, I mean, before we go into the more part of the story, I just want to say, well, I'm not going to make a part two out of this, so that's off the table, but whatever. So we managed to get the spoiled kid banned from the events on Thursdays because he cheated, and the referee was also fired. It turns out this referee was fired for letting the person cheat, which I don't know how that would happen, but I guess karma just tends to strike back as much as we can. I mean, as much as it can. And ever since, we never see the spoiled kid ever again, play at the special events. I mean, I did see him on the playground just, standing there, just angry with himself of how he couldn't get it away with it. But, sometimes if you cheat, things will come back to bite you. So back in elementary school, I was the one that would get easily bullied, and I guess you can call it easily bullied, but it was more of me getting, well, I don't know how else to say this, but I would be the person that would be easily picked on. If you were to tell me, if you were to promise me that you wouldn't tell the teacher if I said a naughty word, and if I said it, they would just tell me, all right? And at the time, I didn't know what bullying was or any other of that stuff because of my autism, so I just assumed it was like normal behavior or whatever. However, that everything changed. Well, everything changed when one time there was this kid that would start stealing stuff from my lunchbox. Well, the thing is that basically every time I would go to the cafeteria, I would get burgers, and for some reason, when we would go to the cafeteria, usually like there would be bags, like the foods would be in bags, but no, it was just open out like any other cafeteria. Well, I'm not sure if any other cafeteria's done that, but mine just did that. And so one day I started noticing that my cheeseburger I would get every day at the cafeteria started disappearing every time. Now the thing is, I don't know why I did this, but every time I would go to the cafeteria, I would eat everything out of my lunchbox, but just leave the cheeseburger because I wanted to save it for like when I get to class, I could just eat on the way. I don't know why I did that, but I guess I was just really hungry and wanted to save the rest for class time or whatever. But I started noticing that my cheeseburgers every day would go missing, and I wanted to know who it is, so I decided I was gonna hide somewhere and see who it was. So one day, I set out my cheeseburger, and I see who this kid was, and we're gonna call this guy, for the purpose of the story, Jack. That's not his real name. I'm just gonna call him Jack because it suits him well. So I found out that it was Jack that's been this whole entire time wanting to take my cheeseburgers. I don't know if this guy was hungry or not, or that he can get away with it, but I'm pretty sure that he was just hungry. Well, he wanted to steal cheeseburgers. But it comes to find out that this kid was stealing other people's food. So fast forward to one day during nighttime, I'm just laying on my bed trying to think of something to get revenge on this kid, and I had an idea coming up. You know how Jack would steal my cheeseburgers every day? I decided, well, instead of having the cheese and meat, instead there would be cheese and dirt instead, which I thought my plan was genius. However, usually this wouldn't work because you would have to, you would have to put in another bag, which would be impossible. But because we're at this type of school, it would work perfectly. So the next day, I get to school and it's lunchtime, and before lunchtime, I decided I wanted to go somewhere to get dirt, and I get some dirt. And then I put it like in my pocket. I know that my pocket's gonna be dirty, but it's gonna be worth it. God damn it! Not with these notifications again. Hold on, I need to. Alright, now it's not disturbed. I can get back to telling my story. So I get some dirt, right, and I get to the cafeteria, and I get my food, and I take the meat. So then I get my food, I go to lunch tables, and then I take the burger out, and I take the meat out. And then I put the dirt to have the shape look like it's a patty that you would put on the burger, the meat and cheese. Instead, it was the dirt and cheese, and I put the burger on top. However, there was a problem because this bully would only take burgers with ketchup on it. And well, I decided I was gonna go back to the cafeteria to get ketchup. And thank God this bully didn't. Well, thank God Jack. Well, he is a bully, I guess, but thank God Jack didn't take my burger, because then, well, this plan would have failed immediately. But I was able to get ketchup. So I poured some ketchup in the burger, and I just put the bun on top of it. So I put my burger next to the lunchbox, and then I go to hide. And 10 minutes later, I see Jack going up to the lunch tables, and I decided that I was, gonna try to catch him like other kids. If they would see someone steal their stuff. And I went to Jack and I catch him. I'm like, "Hey, don't take my food. What are you doing?" And then Jack says, "Oh, haha, I have your food. There's nothing you could do about it." In front of everyone, because apparently, I guess some people decide that they just want to hang out at the table, so they saw what was happening. As I see Jack taking a bite out of his burger, his eyes turn from "haha, I have your stuff. Now I'm gonna enjoy this" to "oh crap, I ate something that I don't really like," and he just spits it out. What the hell is this? And then he realizes that it's not dirt, it's meat. So this kid throws the burger on the ground, and he goes to tell the teacher. Well, the thing is that my teacher, I guess, decided that she wanted to participate as one of the crap. What was those employees called? But there's like these people that would, I guess, the there's these teachers at my school for some reason that would be out there to make sure no kids were getting in trouble. And this employee was at, well, my teacher was at the lunch tables making sure no one was up to something, and she sees this happening, and then my teacher goes up to him, and Jack says, I took a bite out of this kid's burger and it was dirt. And then she goes to me. And well, she didn't go to me at first because Jack points at me, and then the teacher sees me and she says, why did you put dirt in the burger?" And I was on to being honest. So I told her, well, I decided why I wanted to prank this guy because, well, he keeps stealing my my cheeseburgers for the past few months. Now, usually people would feel bad because, they steal the lunch, because you stole other people's lunches. But no, no, no. Apparently, these teachers in elementary school didn't care about other students, because she says, well, I'm not gonna let you go, but I'm gonna have to make you, I want you to apologize to Jack right now. And I was like, excuse me, I'm not apologizing to this kid. He's literally stole like the cheeseburgers I would get at the cafeteria. I'm not gonna let this guy just get away with stealing food. That's unfair. And the teacher told me again that if I wasn't gonna apologize, then she was gonna have to take me to the principal's office. And I said, no, I'm not apologizing for someone that's a thief. And well, I guess she realized in her eyes, because I looked in her eyes, that I wasn't gonna back down for a fight. So she says, alrighty, fine. I will let you off this one, but if you ever do this again, then you're gonna get some real problems. So after this, Jack never messed with me again, and I guess other people didn't want to mess with me because, well, I guess because of the situation, then no one wanted to mess with me ever again. Which I noticed the bullying started to slow down from other people didn't do it to me anymore. But yeah. That was the time of how I was able to get a revenge on a spoiled brat. So something people might not know at schools is that sometimes they might do something special, and that is probably because they have a lot of money to the point where they can do more stuff. However, at my school, we had this tournament. Oh my god, I'm not sure if I'm saying the word tournament right. Yeah, I just got it out. The tournament. We had this tournament at my school that lasted for 2 months. It was a Halo tournament where every Wednesday, if you signed up there, you would be placed within like a 3-person group. It was a trio battle, so it would be 3 versus 3 other people on a group and stuff. And I signed it up And basically how the schedule work is that, how the schedule work is that every Wednesday, all right, they would have these tournaments at the auditorium during the end of the day. So instead of having 6 period, you would watch every single group play a Halo match, and every group will have 4 matches to play. So I can't remember if there would be enough time for every group to face off, but basically every team that was playing against each other had 4 matches, that last like 5 minutes long, where you fought, right? So I got placed with this group with another kid and a spoiled kid, unfortunately. And the unfortunate thing about this kid is that he is a spoiled kid, right? And he took in video games very seriously. Sometimes I take video games really seriously too, However, I don't get mad to the point where I freaking throw the controller at, the wall or anything. I just simply might get mad sometimes, punch the pillow or whatever. But most of the time, I don't really argue or get mad at video games that much anymore. I mean, like, video games are kind of, getting more difficult concerning you're playing around with kids. I mean, like, as a kid, you played video games so much that you got so good at it. But now as an adult, like, you're playing video games now, and now you don't have that much time to play the video games that you're so bad at and whatever. It's kind of depressing, but anyways, like, we got placed in this match against another group, and the thing is that this match was our team was up against a group that was really good at playing Halo. Now at first I thought we were gonna lose the match, but I mean, this kid talk so much smack to the other team, saying we are gonna win. But spoiler alert, we did win. However, the thing is that the reason why this story is so special is basically that the kid is so bad, alright? Why would you talk so much smack and then just be so bad at it, alright? It's a way to get fun of, alright? I mean, I don't like bullying, alright? I don't want you to bully others. But let me tell you something. If you're gonna bring something up, you're gonna argue and you're gonna talk trash, whatever, you need to find a way to back it up. Basically, for the next 3 matches, this kid keeps, dying over and over again. And, this kid gets mad, keeps getting mad. And, he got so mad that, he starts screaming very loud. And, he got eliminated from the first match of the first week, so then it was just me and the other person. However, we were able to, for some reason, with luck, we were able to beat the other team. So fast forward for the end of the tournament, the past 2 months, we were on 2nd place, and there was just this team and us against there was just 2 teams. It was us and the other team, and I forgot what the team names were, but somehow this kid was able to still be in the team. I mean, like, he didn't do anything, he didn't break anything, but at this moment, the thumbnail, right? It says that he did something very extreme. So yeah, that's just what's gonna happen. So this team is obviously very good, and of course, a spoiled kid is very bad at the game. I don't know if maybe he always just used hacks and he never practices playing Halo. That's probably why he probably got like a mod on on a website. He got like Halo mods, be able to shoot through walls and stuff, whatever. But we play, and this kid gets destroyed. Like, as soon as he spawns, like, boom, he's eliminated. Boom, he's eliminated. He keeps getting eliminated. And while he's getting eliminated, we're trying to do our best. I mean, I get some eliminations too. I keep dying sometimes as well. But this kid, throughout this whole entire match, he doesn't get any eliminations, and he keeps, he gets even more angry and more angry, and I can see the face, of what his face looks like, and it's just beet red, like every single time he gets eliminated. And at one point, alright, he gets so mad that he he freaking punches his hand on, like, he stomps his hand on the desk saying, "You guys are so bad," or whatever. I'm not sure if he said that or whatever, but he starts, going on a rant. However, I don't know if, I don't know why they should have, like, put him in timeout, but they didn't. I mean, he didn't, break anything at that time of, the match, but it's kind of, but fast forward, it's getting to the end of the match. I mean, it's a tie now, so it's overtime. You know, it's also break time to time, so I mean there are breaks during matches, like 1 minute breaks, but I was discussing with a team, alright guys, it's a tie. We need to win this with all of our courage and whatever. I mean, no one is following us. I mean, no one's cheering us on, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that we can win. The kid is not just responding, because me and the other kid could tell the spoiled kid is just focused. He's not focused on anything. He's focusing about trying to get the elimination once for all. However, he can't do that because he's so bad. He just needs some more practice. Alright, that's just one of my opinion. Alright, so it's a last match, and we play the match, and guess what? Spoiled kid gets eliminated on the spot, sniper shot. And that was the straw that snapped. All right, that was the last straw of the spoiled kid's mind. As soon as he gets eliminated, he starts screaming, raging. He's like, "I'm done with this!" And he throws the mics and he punches the computer. And I'm just standing there, like, it's just dead silent now. Like, even the players on, the match just stop moving. Like, every single character on the, screen stopped moving. And the kids just, picks up the TV and says, "This tournament sucks. I shouldn't sign up anyways." And he throws the TV at, the person that just eliminated him. And, well, luckily, he caught the TV, but, it bounced off his hand and just crashed on the floor. And he doesn't get up and excuse himself. He starts going at the other electronics and starts attacking them. And that's when the principal was watching as well, and he starts trying to get to the kid, but he keeps breaking stuff. And, well, security had to get called, and I'm just sitting there with me and the other team are just sitting there. We're like, what the hell just happened? Like, this is crazy. I have never seen this before in a tournament like that. I mean, I've seen like people on videos raging, but I've never ever seen in my life, someone just pick up a TV, not a TV screen, oh my god, a computer screen, alright, and throw it at someone, alright. So that kid obviously gets suspended from, breaking electronics. I'm pretty sure his parents got a bill saying they need to pay the electronics or whatever. However, for some reason the team were eliminated. However, we didn't win the match though. I mean, we were 1 point away. We're so close to winning, but the other team won. But yeah, you're probably saying, well, what's the good news? Well, the good news is basically no one was hurt, alright? But yeah, that's the time where a spoiled kid got, he did get also eliminated from, on top of that, he got, from the principal, he was not allowed to participate in any activities of the school presented, alright? So he couldn't go to any field trips or whatever. He had to stay in detention for he got detention for at least 7 months or whatever. I think so. But yeah, that was a time where the spoiled kid got, he got so angry that he had to take his anger on electronic pixels on a screen. He got so mad. If the guy would have practiced more at home, maybe he wouldn't be so angry. Maybe just in fact he should have just go outside. Maybe not got so mad, or maybe just spend more time outside. What's up, guys? So it appears it's the end of the video. I know this was kind of a little bit more short one. If you guys don't know, the first special story time video I did which was 1 hour, and it was the same thing I just did. I just basically just put in 5 storytime videos in one video, and for this one, I guess it's like 40, well, almost to 50 minutes long, but I'm pretty sure it's like 45 minutes long, but it might be 46 due to how much I'm saying right now. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this special long video. If you guys don't know, the summer special is coming up in about like in the middle of the summer, in the middle of summer vacation, so not like the start of summer vacation. For me, it's gonna be in the middle of summer, so basically like July, or maybe like at the end of June. We'll see. In this, but I just said we'll see. But I'm just gonna upload the summer special in the middle of June, I guess, and then I'll do a July special, right? Now, as always, I could appreciate you guys pressing the like button, because if you guys don't press the like button, then you guys might not be able to get any more gift cards. You know that, guys? If you guys don't press the like button, I've heard over the news right now that Xbox gift cards or any type of gift card like Roblox V-Bucks will eventually sell out due to not be able to have any more paper. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Stay tuned for more stories or video game reviews. And yeah, I'm out. Peace. You gotta be kidding me. My stomach had to rumble while I'm just talking.